What's going on, guys? My name's Kyle, and today's video is going to be about how to bundle products when you're selling on Amazon. So when you're starting on Amazon, one of the best ways to differentiate yourself from the competition is to bundle your products. Now what that means is that you have one product that you know will sell very well, or it has good numbers, there's high demand, low competition. But you want to set yourself apart from the rest of the sellers because, why would anyone buy your product versus their product, which most likely have more reviews than you, and they've been selling for a longer period of time, okay? So if you can't improve the product that you're selling as it is, maybe it's something really basic that there's not really much you can do to improve, often we can use the bundling method, which can set you apart. So what that means is that you have your main product. For this example, let's just use like a small garden shovel or trowel, okay? So they're these little shovels, and let's say you can sell them, and everyone is selling them for $20, okay? But you want to set yourself apart. So on your Amazon listing, you want to add in some gardening gloves to go with the little shovel that you're selling, okay? So that will set you apart because you're adding more value, and people often buy those things together. And then the gloves themselves are not expensive to produce, but you can charge a lot more because you're bundling them together, so it seems like there's more value added to the product. So for instance, if you have the shovel that usually goes for 20 bucks, you can add on the gloves, and maybe that costs only $1 for you to manufacture, or your suppliers to manufacture in China. You can charge, let's say, $25 now for your listing because you have that added value. And then not only is the value added great, but then people see, oh, okay, well now I only have to make one purchase and I get two awesome items versus having to go and look through other things. People like things to be easy, all right? So if you can bundle products, it's a great way to demand a higher price, and then your product looks better just because it has more to it compared to these other products. And then your profit margins are also greater because of the added profits from adding on that extra value to your product listing. So once you have that idea, now you have to figure out, okay, well, how am I going to sell those two products together? And there's a couple different things that you'll have to do to sell them. So the first option that you have for bundling your products is using a single supplier. So what that means is that you go onto Alibaba.com or DHgate or wherever you go online to find your suppliers for your Amazon FBA products, and you can find a supplier that sells both of those products. It's in their catalog, and then you can just tell them, oh, okay, I want to bundle these two products. It's super easy, and they'll say, they'll give you a quote for both, and then they'll just package them together for you and then send them to the Amazon warehouses like that. Now, oftentimes it's hard to find suppliers that do indeed provide both products, and usually if they do, they're going to be charging a lot more for those products than they're probably worth, and they'll have a lot higher of a price compared to other manufacturers who are only selling one or the other, okay? So that's where option 2 comes in. So option 2 is usually what you'll have to do when you're bundling products, especially if you're looking for the best price. And then you have more options as far as exactly what type of products you want, and that's using two suppliers. So with the two supplier method, what you'll have to do is you're contacting different suppliers for the different products that you're doing. So you're gonna have to contact basically a bunch of glove manufacturers, in my example, and you'll contact them asking them if they can do the garden gloves. And then you also are going to be contacting all the different shovel manufacturers. And so you'll find whoever can give you the best price, best shipping deals, and stuff like that, okay? So once you find the product that you like the best, that also fits your budget and what you like, the quality standards that you want, then you have to decide which manufacturer you want to send the products over to the US, okay? So whoever has the cheaper price, usually for air shipping, is who I would go with. A lot of times, that is just, they have different connections as far as what they can do for shipping. Other times some manufacturers will use the shipping costs to make a profit off of. So whoever has the most reasonable airfare to the US, I would go with them. And what you can do is the other supplier that you're not having send to the US, you're going to have them send their product to the other manufacturer. So in this case, let's say we have the glove manufacturer right here, and we want them to send the gloves, all the gloves, let's say you're ordering 300 units. They're gonna send 300 units of gloves to the shovel manufacturer, okay? So the shovel manufacturer is gonna get that, and they're going to take a pair of gloves and match it with their shovel, and then package them both together for you on your behalf. And then now you'll have 300 units, each unit consisting of a pair of gloves and then the little shovel that you're selling on Amazon, okay? So that's the best way to do it. Once you have it sent to the other manufacturer, then they will then send it to the Amazon warehouse, and then the Amazon warehouse will take care of fulfilling your order and everything like that. Now, you can't have both of these suppliers send their product to Amazon. Amazon will not repackage your products or do anything like that, okay? So when you send it to Amazon, it has to be as they will be sent out to your customers that you're selling to. You can't have them both send it to Amazon's warehouse and then expect them to do anything for you. They're not gonna do that. So the only other option you could do would be to set up listings individually for those products, but that's not what you want to be doing because that's not a bundle. And the whole point is to have a bundled product that can stand out against just the glove listings and just the trowel and shovel listings. It's together, and so people have that there's a higher perceived value because of that bundle or value pack that you're providing. Okay, so you have to connect the two in China unless you want to have them both send it to you wherever you live, and then you could do it yourself, repackage them and then send them to Amazon, but that's so much more time consuming and probably costly because you're gonna have to resend it again from your house to Amazon's warehouse. That's another option you have, but just the repackaging alone would take forever, and so I wouldn't want to have to deal with that. And it's just a lot more professionally done usually if you have these manufacturers do it. So definitely send all of your units to one manufacturer, and then they can then send it to Amazon. Now this would work the exact same if you're doing 3 different products or 4 different products, even 5 different products, right? Any amount that you have, you send them all. So if we add like an extra supplier down here, because let's say not only are we doing trowels or the little shovels and gloves, but let's say we're throwing in like a hat or something, okay? Let's say this is a hat manufacturer, and they're gonna send it to the shovel manufacturer as well. And then, instead of having 2 coming across, we'll have 3 units that they're shipping out in one cohesive package over to Amazon's warehouses ready to be shipped out. So like I said earlier, it is possible to not do this and then just send them all to yourself and then repackage it yourself, but the cost associated with that, especially because you don't have a bunch of packing materials and stuff buying in bulk, you're just buying for your small amount of units, it's going to be really expensive for you. And a lot of times, the manufacturers have no problem bundling up your packages for you. It's a common thing. And also because the shipping is so small on this first little jump, from the one unit being sent over to bundle, that's going to be really cheap shipping wise, and so you don't have to pay for a bunch of overseas shipping. You're just basically sending, it's really short. Usually they're all located near the coast in China. And so even if they're not, I mean, it's way cheaper to send it within Asia versus shipping them all out to the US. It's going to be a lot more expensive. You have to deal with a lot of more issues with just more stuff going on doing overseas shipping. So it's usually really cheap to send it just because they can just send it in a truck versus a plane or a boat. So it's really cheap shipping wise. So that's why I'd also recommend to just have one supplier take care of all the different units for you and package it up, and then they'll do a really clean job with that. And then you can also talk to that one main supplier about how exactly you want it to be packaged up, maybe different branding on the box and stuff like that. But it's usually a lot easier to do that and cheaper versus sending it over and you trying to deal with it and the logistics of all that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like down below and subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this. I'm going to be coming out with more Amazon and marketing Facebook videos in the future. So if you want that, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.